I never thought I would ever see Gerard Butler become a much better John McClane than Bruce Willis. Who knew that was possible? Olympus Has Fallen. Now, this movie stars Gerard Butler, Aaron Eckhart, and Morgan Freeman, and the plot is that a number of North Korean terrorists have attacked the White House, infiltrated and taken control and captured the president and taken him hostage. Gerard Butler somehow manages to fight his way onto the premises and must use his unique military skills and his ability to use what limited resources that are available to him to take out the terrorists, save the president, and on some level, save the rest of the country. Now, before I get into my review, the statement that I made at the beginning of the video is simply stating that Gerard Butler was a much better version of John McClane than Bruce Willis did in A Good Day to Die Hard. He basically embodies everything that made that character so iconic. And however, it's just done on a much more higher stakes level with some form of military involvement. Now, I would just like to state off the bat that this was coming from the director of Training Days, and as great a movie as that was, this looked to be like a clear statement of how you do a Die Hard type movie. And I'm sure anyone who sees this, if you've seen Die Hard, that's immediately what you're going to think. So if you're a big fan of Die Hard, then this is probably a good movie to watch to, you know, re-energize your faith in Die Hard form of movies. Another thing this movie actually does pretty well is the acting. All the supporting characters do a really good job. Morgan Freeman has kind of, I wouldn't say a speech-like moment when he's kind of forced to take on the role of the president, but it's pretty badass of him to be playing the president again. And Eric Eckhart also does a really good job at being a president, but being the type who, you know, is real tough and isn't willing to give into demands. Another also great thing this movie has is that the villains. Now, in movies like this, villains are pretty stereotypical, and on some level they are in this movie. However, they do some really terrible things to civilians that will make you hate them, which is a plus, because it'll make you want to see Gerard Butler kill these guys in just the worst, most painful way you can think of. And he does, which is a plus. If this movie, in my opinion, has any flaws, is that it has a tendency to ask questions on a situation and not answer them. Now, without really giving out much spoilers, there's a scene where the North Koreans install this next-generation military United States weapon, and the next scene, you hear someone ask, how did they get a hold of that? And it's never answered. And they do this a number of times. And it kinda is a bit annoying, but it's not enough to really take much from the movie because it's fast-paced. Now, I believe it's about an hour and a half, and so the pacing is done very well, and you're never going to get bored. They never spend too much time, you know, building up emotion or wanting to build up suspense, but there's enough that the movie is never boring for even a second. The fight scenes are also filmed very well. However, there are a couple of hand-to-hand combat scenes that are done in dark rooms, which is kind of difficult. But the gunfight scenes are filmed excellently. As you can tell, I really, really enjoyed this movie. And if you're a fan of old school, late 80s, 90s action movies of this caliber, then this is definitely a must-see and well worth a full admission. Which is why I'm happy to give Olympus Has Fallen an A-. Definitely go check it out. And if you like this movie review, please like, comment down below, and please subscribe to keep track of me in my future movie reviews. And like always, thank you guys for watching. I'll see you next time.